Hello everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast is part of the Beaker Bout. This audio podcast as part of a Ztorm Scrutal. This audio podcast is part of a Ztorm and Bostix and analysis. This audio podcast as part of the Colossus. This audio podcast as part of a ZtormLabostix production. Through this audio podcast, a look at in around a publication by Pizon and team from in around 2023, and where the publication is around a sort of a look at a review of pathology and analysis of approaches and sort of easing kidney disease impact, host pathogen communication, and biomedical visualization perspective, and looking at where the publication was formed a sort of a chapter contribution in a pathology book series. So, as part of the summary, So since in around December 2019, the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2 had spread globally or worldwide, causing COVID-19 or CoV-2 to be problematic, and implicating sort of health risks across the globe. The coronaviruses can affect multiple organs in humans, unlike kidneys, increasing the mortality, especially in those who are immunosuppressed and or immunocompromised. So the publication looked to investigate causes and potential sort of mechanistics during sort of SARS. During SARS infection and SARS infection of CoV-2, the renal interaction and the effects of AKI or acute kidney injury. The publication offers a review of pathology and analysis of approaches to easing kidney disease or renal disease burden by investigating host pathogen communication and providing a biomedical visualization perspective. The publication informs that there have been a surge in literature surrounding sort of the mechanisms attributing to SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2 action on immune response to pathogen. Additionally, there is an indirect advantage in implementing ACE2 treatment, for example, pharmacotherapy, to improve immune response against infection. ACE2 may also offer appropriate strategies for the management of symptoms or symptomologies that relate SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2 in most immunocompromised and or immunosuppressed recipients. However, at the same time, what is still not known is whether ACE2 should be warranted at population level to totally preclude or prevent SARS or SARS-CoV-2 symptoms or symptomology. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast is part of the Beaker Bout. This audio podcast is part of a Ztorm and Scrutal. This audio podcast is part of a Ztorm and Bostix analysis. This audio podcast as part of the Colossus. This audio podcast as part of a ZtormLabostix production.